Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Hey, I just realized something. Today is April 26th. First and foremost, I want to take a moment. I already talked to him this morning. Wishing my father, Dennis Michael Marconi Sr., a happy 77th birthday. He's 77 years old today, so happy birthday,
Happy
Dad.
birthday, Lou's dad.
Yeah, happy birthday. Also, we are exactly 2 months away from your wedding.
Exactly. Very,
Exactly.
very exact.
Very exact. So how's the bride to be doing, by the way?
It's very good. Very, very good. She is asleep right now because
Let's wake
it's
her up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
early in the morning.
No, no.
So,
Let sleeping wives lie. That's what you do. It's my marital advice for everybody today.
well, when they're asleep, they can't lie.
There you go. You know what? When wives are asleep, they can't lie. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I'm writing it down.
That was quick.
That was very quick, but we got it out of the way. Unless something better comes up, but I mean, just have the wife
Sure.
sleeping, and we're like on the outside. Like, Dick, don't wake them up, man. Nah, no, they'll wake you up, but you can't wake them up. So that's how it works. Appreciate.
I
What's
I
up?
caught up. I caught up last night on the newest episode of Marshalls.
Yeah, so did I. Well, the new one's tomorrow, but yeah, so did I. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Newest one I watched last
And
night.
I watched Roof Man. I almost called it Rooftop again, but Roof Man. We'll talk about that. But a big story happened last night too.
Rufus. Oh,
Rufus.
Rufus.
Oh, Rufus.
Watch,
A big
watch old Rufus
yeah, a
breaking into Toys R Us.
big story happened last night at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Shots fired. You hear that? Shots fired. Just shots were fired. And I guess trying to remember the Cole Allen, I think his name. It was a 31-year-old guy from California, but we'll talk about that because it's a big breaking story that is
And,
another
and the Hulk
assassination.
Hogan documentary was excellent, and you'll see it, and we'll
I'll
talk more
watch it
about it next week.
next week. Yep. Yeah, but I could discuss Hogan because I mean I know
Yeah.
anything. Okay, welcome to the Sunday Stew Pot. I'm gonna try to take a quick look see here if you don't mind, and see what episode we're gonna be in because if I'm not mistaken, this is episode 155. Is that correct?
Uh, that's a great guess. Let's see.
Let me see. Let me go. Let me go here.
155, yeah.
We're
The last
episode
one was 150.
155. When wives are sleeping, they can't lie. Yep, that's what it's going to be called. So we're going to stick with that for now. I think we are. But hey, before we go, before I forget, be sure to click on the sponsor of the show. And if you want to comment, well, I put the link. I can't make comments because you're driving, or am I? Am I able to chat? Yeah, I could do it. Let me do it. Let me put the link to the sponsor of the show, All That Butter, I'm going to put it in the chat right now, and it's a sponsor of the show. So please click on the website, click on the link, order up beard butter, and all right, let's see. Did it come up?
Hang on.
I think I tried posting the comment.
I don't see it in the comments. Used comments will be visible when streaming it to a Facebook profile. Unless
Let me do it.
streams-
Let me do it. I'll put it in the comments right here. There it goes. That work? That might have been a private chat. Hang on.
That's private chat.
Well, give me a moment. Let me see here. Let me. Trying to make a comment on the show.
I just
There it
did.
is. You just did. Good. Thank you, Corey. Well, I kept trying to do. I think I can't. I can't do it on my end. I was trying to do it on my end. I was able to do a private chat.
You did it. There it
Right.
is.
There it is. Yes, yes, yes. No, that's the picture's like 12 years ago. No gray hair. No gray. I started dyeing my hair gray. Is there an
Yeah,
issue going?
that's a
Is there
good
an
way to
issue
get
going?
ahead of it.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Is there an issue going live with
With Facebook?
no, not with Facebook, with Rumble.
No, no.
Okay, because I'm seeing a
There's always an issue live with any platform when it comes to users leaving comments for some reason, or when it comes to like when it comes to Facebook, the you can't have it public. You can't share it as public until it's done broadcasting. It's so lame. Maybe other people know how to do it and I don't. And if you do, leave it in the comments or go
yeah.
in
Well, I'm
my
just saying I'm
DMs and
seeing
I'll
like
figure it
a
out.
looks like an error message for going live on Rumble. But don't worry, I can get the show on Rumble later. It's no problem. But we're live. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on X. So hey, let's kind of dive into it. Just I'm gonna get the information about the shooter. The guy was a 31-year-old Democrat from California. Showed up at the White House
White Horse
correspond,
Pike. Yes.
White House Correspondents' Dinner last night. And I guess what happened was he had a gun. Shots were fired. He shot a Secret Service agent, but he was wearing a bulletproof vest. Nobody was injured. Nobody was killed. He was arrested and taken into custody alive. And the president, vice president, and all the important people were taken out of there quickly. So. So getting the heads up on that. So it was looks like another assassination attempt on Trump. Any thoughts on that, my friend?
In the Hulk Hogan documentary, he talks about how he had to speak up and talk about politics now that they like tried to comfort the president's life, and he had to say something. But now Hogan's not around anymore, so now John Cena is gonna step up and say something.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
I thought you were going with a joke on this. I'm
Oh
like,
no, no, no. I am kind of joking, but I mean,
he's going to say it in Chinese again, or what?
yeah, maybe that.
No, I'm trying to look up to see because they said Cole Thomas Allen was his name, and
It's three names.
yes, well, that was his name. He's only 31 years old, and he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison because he took a shot at he took a shot at the king and missed. So
Hey, maybe stop trying to kill people. You got three first names, you freaking douche.
well, there's definitely how can I say hot button political times. You could say that. Well, this is the only thing I'm going to say. You could respond to what I'm about to say, but I remember 6 years ago the people that tried to put masks on us, tried to keep us at home, keep us 6 feet apart. You know, wanted us to get this vaccination, and people were like, well, "Wait a second, what are we doing here? Hold on." It's like you got to do this. We're the experts. We're the ones doing this. We're mandating this. It was 5, 6 years ago, and then in 2022, the only science that changed was the political science because their poll numbers were tanking, and they had midterms coming up, and these were the same people that were trying to do all this to us today are calling Trump a dictator and a fascist. So I'm like, hard me. I have a memory. Sorry if I don't believe you entirely. So
It's spin. You know what I mean? It's what spin you got on it. It's when you shoot a basketball, you spin it so that it stops when it
Harlem
hits the
Globetrotters.
yeah. It's wrist action. It's all in the wrist. Is it the shoes?
It's the shoes. Oh
When
my
two
goodness.
more NBA Jam references from. Well, this is the only place you'll go to find Sega Genesis Nintendo games referenced. The
Right, 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 right.
Peace on fire,
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
a nail in the coffin.
All right. So let me let's kind of switch gears. We had to address that, and I think we're going to switch gears and talk about the movie now. I'm just kind of like, I looked it
Yeah.
up. We talked about it. It was a news story. The guy was caught. Nobody was hurt. It's the Secret Service did a great job. But go ahead.
So the movie Roofman, you want to share your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it reminded me of an old Dean Martin quote, which said, "Well, let me just kind of make sure I get this correct." He said, "Good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions."
Right.
So,
Yeah. So yeah, you got to live to learn.
yeah, exactly, exactly, and yeah, I'm looking at this like, yeah, he was a guy that was trying to do his best, but he just didn't make good decisions,
Right.
and with the parts with the daughter and the birthday parties and things, it's kind of tugged at my heartstrings a little bit because I have two daughters, so I remember when they were that little and how what was important to them. But what he said at the end when he was in prison again, he said what they needed was him more than they needed material things, which is true.
Right. Yeah.
It is true. They need
Yeah.
you. They wanted you to be a dad and a father and a husband, and he was a very smart guy and a very nice guy because based on the true story, he could have done more if he would have applied himself better instead of crime. But
Or he could have got away with it if he had just
if he would
if
have
he had,
left,
if
if
he
he would
would
have
have
just
thought
left,
about how to get away with it a little bit more.
well, what probably got him busted in the last one is something was in his coat that he gave to the guy
Right. Yeah.
to tip off the police. They could have went a little bit more into that, like what, because he did it 45 times, and
Right.
he could have done
But
more.
it's like, and he was all local to where he lives. Like, right? Was he all in? Were they all McDonald's in North Carolina? All the spots he hit.
I would think so. He hit 45 of them, and he knew how to do it. And he was, but at the end of the movie, I don't want to give too much away. He could have left. He was basically at the airport. He could have left and gotten out of the country and went to Venezuela, had passports, everything. He would have been on his own, gone.
Right.
But and he was in the army. He was in the airborne division. So he was so And they mentioned, yeah, where I lived in North Carolina was more in Raleigh. I was about 3 hours away from Charlotte, but I've been to Charlotte before, and nobody in that movie had North Carolina accents.
That's I thought that the whole time. Did I mention that last week?
Yeah, yeah. Even Peter Dinklage didn't. I'll be careful. I'm not going to get kicked off of TikTok this. We're
Hey,
15 minutes
be
in.
careful. He'll get short with you.
Yeah, yes, he will. In that movie, he was. It's so funny the little guy being the bully. Well, he was. What stature doesn't make you a bully?
No.
It's kind of like your abuse of power makes you the
Right.
bully, and he was. And the guy, But anyway,
Yeah, it's what you do with the power you have or whatever. Like some people's egos are just
yeah,
out of control. I can't stand bosses at jobs. Like I have to say, I started pointing it out when I worked at restaurants. I would say to the other servers, look out, wait till Michelle walks back in the room. She's gonna ask somebody to do something. She always has to ask somebody to do something every time she walks into the room so that she can remind herself that she's the boss of us all.
wielding power.
and then Michelle would walk in the door and she would be like, "Oh, clean that up. Oh, clean that." Like, you know what? It would just be like a. Some people just aren't equipped with the maturity to.
Did you actually say this person's name?
I did, yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I did. But I mean, it's not like she's a person who listens to my podcasts or anything.
She might. I mean, we don't know. All right.
And I didn't.
But
I didn't specifically say what job that was.
no, that's true. That's true. There's lots of Michelles out there.
Well, well, well. You just can't tell.
You singing Guns N' Roses. Wow.
Bang.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kirsten Dunst playing the single mom in the movie. Let me look up her age because she looked a lot older in this movie. 'Cause the Kirsten Dunst I remember was the Bring It On, I'm trying to think.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, yeah, Spider-Man. The Spider-Man movies, yeah. But go ahead, Keep. I mean, we were talking about this before we went on went on live. Was that what it appears?
Yeah, sure.
No, it appears that she was not non-plastic surgery. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Dude, what's so funny, and we couldn't get over it when we were watching the movie. We just kept doing Mary Jane Watson in the North Carolina accent. She's like, every time Spider-Man would take me around New York City on his webs, I would go wee-hoo.
Wow. She will be 44 years old on April 30th.
She's not very old at all.
No, she's 9 years younger than me. And I remember Bring It On. Yeah, I remember Bring It On. Bring It On was 26 years ago. She was 18. Yeah, I mean, she was young. I mean, she was, God, I mean, she was only 11 in Interview with the Vampire. So, I mean, in Jumanji, she was a child actor. But she, yeah. So, but she did look. I mean, I don't know if they made her look older, but she looked pretty average looking, which I think that's what they were going for in the movie.
Right.
Well, I thought it was interesting too that she was church. Like he was donating to the church, and that's all. And there was a church that kind of did the setup of getting them two together.
Right.
And first date, she like completely put out for him. It was.
Right.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I know we're giving the movie away, guys, but I just was like, okay.
If you haven't seen the movie that came out last year and we're talking about it now, and
Yeah.
you're upset about it, go watch a different show.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Tell our audience to go away. That always works.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, if you're listening to this now and you're disliking it, stop listening to it. There's so many other things you could listen to.
but I mean, she was a church girl. You know, she goes to church. Women have needs too, I guess. So that showed. How can I put this? It showed because it's based on a true story. I'm thinking that's exactly what happened. Was because women. I've known women in my past before my wife. When they like a guy, they like him, and if they're willing to sleep with them, it doesn't take a lot to get them to sleep with you.
They want it too.
Yeah, their mind is made up. They just approach it differently than we do. They're just, yeah. And she was pretty direct. She asked them out, and she said, "Hey, let's go back to my place. I am." She was horny as a goat. So
I've had teachers start a semester saying, "You start this semester with an A. It's up to you to lose it." That's how she started the date with the guy.
yeah, you're pretty much going to get some. Just don't screw it up.
Right.
Be charming. Just well.
Right.
And the way Channing Tatum played him was he was a charming guy. So
Right.
yeah, absolutely. So that's interesting. I just thought it was just interesting because it's a word called, we've talked about it here, and the red pill and all that other BS. Because we'd be considered red pill and manosphere just on how we talk, but we're nowhere near like Andrew Tate or those guys. You know what I mean?
I'm too much of a goof.
No. Well,
I'm a
well,
silly goose.
well, a lot of the red pill manosphere guys are against marriage, and I'm not. I just
Me,
say, no, neither are you because you're getting married. But
yeah.
my thing with the marriage stuff, and the train agrees with me, is I tell people, both men and women, you use good judgment, use discernment, pay attention to red flags, get to know the person. Is the train that loud you had to mute yourself? Okay, but can they hear? You can hear me. Okay, let me know when the train's gone. You'll go back up. Use good judgment, use discernment, pay attention to red flags, be a good judge of character. Take your time before committing to a marriage because a marriage, that's a lifelong commitment. You are going through life as a team. It's a big decision, a big commitment. So I guess I'll keep talking until I hear your mic come back on. So there we go. Cool. Perfect timing from the train.
Yeah. The 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 train is a red pill train. It's
Yeah.
welcome to the trainosphere.
And the other thing too is that I think I've talked to. I'm kind of get a little bit sidetracked there. We talked about the movie. I recommend it. I liked it. I enjoyed the movie. It really was. I thought it was a good movie, especially considering it is an interesting story because the guy it is true, and he's not eligible for parole for another 10 years because all the all the charges he got. But he was. This is what I'm going to say. Lot, going back to the manosphere stuff, I've had a lot of conversations with other men outside of this show, and they've had past experiences, and I think I've noticed a commonality of a lot of men have had the same experiences that you and I have had in the past with toxic women. And you told me, you gave me like the best advice about it was because sometimes it bothers me. I'm like, what was I thinking? I beat myself up. Like, why did I let this happen to me? Why did I put up with this? Why didn't I just? The only regret I even told my wife, the only regret about my past is I didn't walk away from them sooner.
Right.
And you said, well, you're not with them now, so you did something right.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
have sometimes, and this is the way I approach a lot of things, and feel free to use this. Everything I've went through has made me everything I am, and I like me the best right now over any other version of me that's ever existed. So I can't like regret anything I ever did or anything like that. I just look at it all as a learning experience.
That's true. It's a good way to look at it. Would you do any? So you wouldn't do anything differently?
No, I don't think so. I
No.
mean,
Yeah. No.
like
I. It took me.
really like how could I know which thing could have affected which other thing, like the butterfly effect on things. How
Yes.
could I go back and change one thing and expect to not change every single thing?
Right. What? To be honest with you, you can't. So why bother?
Huh? Yeah.
You can't go back and change the past. You just got to find peace in the present.
Right.
That's however you can do it. But the best thing to do is to be like, yeah, yeah, I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad I'm done. I'm glad I'm away from it. And
Right.
yeah, I figured it out when I turned 35. And if that was if they were consider it unplugged or red pilled or whatever, and really it wasn't. It was just me.
You were plugged.
I was unplugged. Well, to be honest with you, what it was just me using discernment, just being like, I'm not going to waste my. If I'm going to put my time and energy because I was getting too old. I said, look, I'm too old. I don't have time for bullshit, and that's all it was. My life wasn't where I wanted it to be, and that just wasn't personal life or romantic life. That was even friends. That was even people I had in my life that were around me. I was being careful because I said, look, if you're holding me back, I need to grow. I need to get moving here. So
The efficiency of your time. I say on here pretty often how important the currency of your time and your effort are, and how valuable that currency is. And if you spend any time listening to this podcast or watching what we put out, the effort that it would take to hit the like button, share, subscribe, any of those things, you know what? Don't even do it. No, we're asking people to not like us. Don't subscribe, just consume and move on. Scroll through. Just keep on play through.
I'm actually you're saying that while I'm sharing the show on Facebook. That's too funny.
Keep on moving.
Just keep on keeping on. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Go
Mark.
ahead. Go ahead. We don't need ya.
Yeah. This reverse psychology we'll see how that works out.
We're really gonna see.
Okay, don't forget
Or we
allthatbutter.com.
won't.
Allthatbutter.com, Stew15, STEW 15, 15% off your order, promo code Stew15. All right, brought him up again. So, you want to talk about Marshalls
Yeah.
before we start telling jokes?
Dude, that to be continued cliffhanger. Oh, I'll tell you more about it next week.
The cliffhanger.
Yes.
Oh, with the what's her? I forgot the character's name. The one female Marshalls.
Andrea?
Yeah, she was kidnapped by a guy. That they're making like crazy right wing militia members in Montana. Their land's being encroached on by the government.
Yeah, that's bizarre. I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't all
Yeah.
the way following what was happening with like they were like thrown off by some bank robber or something. Like they got an anonymous tip about s- some some bank robber or something. One of the most wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. There. Go ahead. Keep going.
So yeah, it's a great show. I'm really looking forward to Dutton Ranch.
Yeah, that's May 15th. A couple weeks away. Yeah, less than today's about 21 days away. Yay! About that.
This is
About that.
like this is such a rare occasion, and people who watch our show, thank you so much for
Yeah.
continuing to join us. I just want to say how fun it is and how rare of an occasion that we record the show on Sunday.
On
Like
a live Sunday. Yeah.
the day that we recorded is the day that it's out. The day that the moment that I'm talking to you, you could be listening live to this very moment. Very, very, very cool.
Very cool.
Like a lot of times we're like, oh, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be 4 days from now.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Well,
So
well,
much
no.
can change.
Well, we started doing Thursday nights, which was closer, which was pretty cool because an event happened last night. Some breaking news happened, and also I covered the draft this weekend, so I was busy doing that and for the Brown show. And I wanted to make a point about something before we get with Marshalls. There's a to be continued. It's a good show. Check it out, especially if you're a fan of Yellowstone. You'll like this show. Dutton Ranch. It looks like Dutton Ranch takes place in Texas instead of Montana. That's what it looks like from the trailers
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that one too. But kind of switching gears to when I covered the draft, I covered night two. I did like a over 3 hour marathon show covering the second and third round. But in the first round, I was listening. I wasn't participating. There was an AFC North roundtable, so they had people from Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cincinnati, and Cleveland on talking about the draft as it unfolded. Did you see what the Eagles did? Or did you hear about it? Okay, you don't pay attention to that shit. They drafted a receiver in the first round called Mekhi Lemon. He was a very high-ranked receiver from USC. Dallas was on the clock at 20. And Pittsburgh was on the clock at picking. Pittsburgh was next at 21, and they were convinced Dallas was going to take a defensive player. So they're on the phone with Mekhi Lemon saying, "Hey, we're going to take you, or we want you to be a Steeler." Blah blah blah. They do that when they call the draft pick live on TV and everything. Well, the Steelers didn't know was the Eagles traded with Dallas They traded up to that spot. Dallas traded back a few spots, and they took Mekhi Lemon, and then his agents like hitting him like, "Hey, Philadelphia's trying to call you now. They're taking you." He's like, "What?" Like it was just like that, and the Steelers got completely embarrassed. And I remember just making this point, and we even said this that the next day. I said, if that was Cleveland, if that happened to Cleveland on television, they'd be cracking jokes all the time. They'd be making fun of it.
Right.
And then the Pittsburgh took a tackle, an offensive tackle, which okay. I mean, I heard the guy's a good pick. He's probably going to be a project, but most draft picks are. I mean, they're rookies coming out, but you know, it was just kind of like I said. If that was Cleveland, there would be tons of jokes and everything. It's like we take shit with when something like that happens to other teams. We don't. You know what I mean? It's just It was just a point we were making, and all the Browns fans were kind of agreed. But the Steeler fans on that podcast were going absolutely apeshit because they wanted the Steelers to trade up like how Philadelphia did to get them, and they didn't do it. They had all these extra draft picks and they didn't do it. So anyway, it was just interesting how Philadelphia came in and did that, and he's a good player. So they're thinking A.J. Brown's probably going to get traded because that's why they drafted him, is they're going to move A.J. Brown after June 1st. So.
All right.
Anyway, so you were so excited to hear that. That was an exhausting week. It was a long weekend covering football stuff, so I had to get that off my chest.
So, sometimes,
right.
sometimes you just gotta close the window on that draft.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
There's a draft, and then you close the window, and then there isn't a draft.
Right. Of course. So, what jokes do you have for me? You want to go first, or
I will right now. Yeah. We're gonna do a joke exchange. It'd be like a cookie exchange, but for jokes.
if you want to call it that? Let me get mine ready. You get yours ready.
Get it ready.
Sure.
Here. You gotta shuffle the deck of dad jokes.
Yeah.
What do you call a factory that makes okay products?
A factory that makes okay products? What?
Satisfactory.
Satisfactory. There you go. It's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right. Do you guys, at your house, do you guys have like a specific day when you just get the laundry done and you just do it all at once?
A lot of times it'll be an ever going thing. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
Like, but
No.
a lot of times we'll just like push it off until one of us is off that day. You know?
Okay, so it's not because we our schedules are different probably because we usually do it on a weekend. We do it on like a Saturday or Sunday. Usually it's done on Saturday and we fold and everything and put it away on Sunday. And it was the other day, my wife had like this big huge basket of folded laundry because we have the kids and everything. We want to make sure we don't have to bother doing it during the week while we're working and the girls are in school. But she tripped over one of the girls' toys and she fell and the laundry just spilled everywhere. And I was standing right there and I witnessed it as it all unfolded.
That as the tide turns.
As the tide turns. Okay. I'm getting you. I'm getting you. What, you like that one?
That was great. I really like that one a lot.
Okay, because you didn't like the brown stuff I talked about. You're like, okay, whatever. I'm kidding.
I didn't dislike it. It feels like it almost
topic.
feels like when you go to the toy store and then your mom's like, "Oh, you got to stay in the girls aisle with your sister for a couple minutes." And I'm like, but all the other cool toys are over there. I want to go play with those.
Yeah, I want to check those out. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a topic that just doesn't interest you.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because whenever I did
Yeah.
shows with
Football is for girls, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's the
Yes.
girls. It's the
Well, when I
girls'
did the
toy
shows
aisle.
with Sherry and I talked pro wrestling, her eyes would just glaze over.
Right.
Versus you, if I talk football, it's just no interest at all, which is fine. The Go ahead. You want to do yours because I got a couple more.
Oh, you want me to do more jokes?
Oh, I could keep going.
I'll do more.
Well,
All right.
if
Here
you
goes.
if you want to do another one, I figure we can. This is where we're going to have our reels coming in because I'm not going to listen to the whole show and like timestamp it again. I'm just making notes as I go.
Why did the teddy bear turn down a slice of cake?
Why?
He was stuffed.
Yes. Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, I remember
I had
those.
I had a Teddy Ruxpin that you
Yeah.
put the cassette tape in and it would
Yeah.
play songs. Did you ever see the one where they put a Wu-Tang tape in it and put a Wu-Tang hat on the Teddy Ruxpin?
No, I never saw that.
Oh man, yeah. When
That's
I'll,
funny.
when you release these and make it into a reel, I'll edit that in to us talking about it.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. Please. That would be great. Put it on TikTok. What do you call an Italian restaurant that's also a strip club?
What?
Uh-oh, spaghetti hose.
So specific, but like younger people aren't going to know the slogan from a commercial for
From spaghetti.
SpaghettiOs. The younger people are watching this going like, what the fuck is he even talking about? What are they
Yeah.
even talking about?
I've got like 3 more if you're cool with it. And I could just keep going.
All right, let's Savage Steamboat this stuff. I'll throw one, you throw one.
All right. Do you want to go or do you want me to go? You go.
I'll-
You go.
I'll go. Ready? Mm-hmm. This one I did that one last week. I've done that.
Ooh. Lisa Scarlett liked our show on X. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, cool! Thanks, Lisa. Oh, I know I've done this one before, but I'm gonna do it again anyway. How do you find How do you find Will Smith in a snowstorm?
Oh, please. How?
Look for the Fresh Prince.
Yes. There you go. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hey, did you hear that the women's soccer player and her girlfriend broke up? Or is Megan Rapinoe and her girlfriend Sue Bird? They were lesbians, and they had a breakup.
No,
Yeah, it was called the scissor split.
is that a soccer thing?
No, it's a lesbian thing.
Goal! You know, it's really funny, and I know I've mentioned it to you. It's just funny to think about. FIFA World Cup is coming to Philadelphia 2 months from today.
Cool.
So
So we're going to be in town with all the soccer players.
yes, all of the world is going to be here in Philly, and you're going to be with the rest of the world here in Philly.
Oh, that sounds great. I
our
can't
wedding.
wait. I can't wait. You want to keep going? Because I got 2 more.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common?
A tick in the Eiffel Tower? I have no idea what.
They're both parasites.
Yes, they are. I just realized that they are. The way you put it, they are.
I love that joke.
Yes, yes, you do. Speaking of,
And you know, the Louvre is Paris.
yes, yes, we get it. We get it. We're gonna we're gonna wait. We're
The
gonna wait
train,
for.
the train's wrapping us up.
Yeah, just about. I got two more. I'm gonna wait till the train. Yes, the choo choo. Let me know when it's gone. Is it that loud? Okay, it's good to know. This is what happens when we do Sunday mornings, folks. We have to we have to improvise when a train goes by. Okay, cool.
All right, ready to go whenever you are.
Speaking of a joke, this is like the longest. This guy's this is a guy joke. Like whenever you're in a men's room and somebody's peeing and they're taking a long time, you just tell them, "Hey, if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it." Right?
Sure.
What do
Yeah,
they?
I mean, many guys have done that.
Yeah. What do they tell Michael J. Fox?
Stop playing with it. No,
I
what,
s-
what do they tell Michael Fox?
no, that was my joke. That was it. I said that. I said the joke, and somebody texted me back. I tested on a friend. She
I
texted
stepped
me.
right on your punchline?
No, no, you were fine. It was great. It was great.
Okay.
I sent it to her, and she texts me back. She goes, "You are going to hell." It's just what it was. So, all right, you got one more? Or?
I just want to bring up this point. I've never talked about it publicly before, but I feel like this has been bothering me for like 30 years, and I've never brought it up anywhere, and I'm going to bring it up here and now. And maybe later I'll edit in some footage to stand by the visuals on this point. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. My all-time favorite movie.
Okay, great movie.
Such a great movie. But at one point, I never brought this up publicly. At one point in the movie, the T-1000 turns into the floor. He's just the floor. If you could turn into the floor, why would you do anything else?
Okay.
Like, where it's like, oh, I'm not gonna chase him. I'm not gonna shape shift into other stuff. I'm not gonna shoot guns. I'm just gonna turn into the floor and wait till he walks over me, and then he's dead.
Right.
The floor.
Okay. and then just catch them all.
Which led me to believe that T2 Judgment Day, it took place in California, but I always thought it took place in Florida.
Oh, that was the joke. I am getting it. Okay, man. All right, all right. Let me just ask you a question. We're both gonna be married men here in 2 months because you're soon to be married. I've been married. Do you ever just like we mess with our wives? We just screw around with them. You ever just like mess with her and just go up to her and motorboat her?
Probably.
Oh, well, if you were Amish, would it be a rowboat? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Um,
I can see you trying to tag it.
you know, I thought I had a better tag for it, but
It's
I'm
okay.
not sure. Here's the thing I came up with, and tell me what you think. I don't know if Amish people ride rowboats. Do Amish people have rowboats?
Well, they don't have motorboats.
Well, I canoe that.
There you go. Thanks for joining us. Episode 155 When your wife's sleeping, they can't lie. But
Sun's coming up, it's a brand new day. Pour a cup, let the worries fade away. Two friends talking about life and all it's got. Pull up a chair, welcome to the Sunday Stew Party. Laugh a little, think a lot, every feeling in the pot. No wrong answers, no one's not. Family vibes at the Sunday Stew Bites. It's a Sunday Stew Bites.
what does that mean?
I got sidetracked. I forgot. Oh,
Show's over.
Show's over. Show's over.
Show's
Show's
over.